I think I've seen some stuff, but it hasn't been like memorable stuff, like, you know, on the side of Facebook where they come up with those ads. But I think I've been to their website maybe once or twice, so maybe that's why it's like been popping up on like Facebook, because I know it goes off of what you search. But yeah, other than that, I haven't really seen anything.
So like I didn't even know they had a website.
No. What would you expect to see from their advertising now that you kind of have, now that you guys have gained a little bit knowledge of it?
What you said, they originated in Hawaii.
Well,
right?
I don't know, I could be completely wrong, but that's when I first.
They're raised from UK.
Well, I mean, they're trying to represent an all-natural product that is environmentally friendly, a small carbon footprint. I would expect something along the lines of like going green, like your heritage jeans. So yeah, something creative. I mean, what would we expect from them as an advertising line? Represent themselves as fully green, because that's where that's where everyone's kind of going towards, is renewable energy, green cars, green shoes, green shirts. I mean, so going green, that's a big push right now. So that's what I would expect from them.
Like I'd say like a celebrity endorsement is really big into you know, going green and stuff maybe.
I'd say like a grassroots kind of break away from like the major chains, go to like a smaller boutique, know where your product comes from kind of thing. Nothing. I really don't see a market where they could like compete with, you know, like the Olay commercials or the Maybelline, where they got the girl like washing her face or whatever. Like I don't see them doing anything like that.
I agree with him, because also, as far as I know, they only sell like in Lush stores, so if you're not close to one, I mean, maybe you can all go when I'm not familiar, but as far as like Olay or Maybelline or whatever, you can probably just buy it in Target or Walmart or wherever you shop, so that is gonna make you buy it more so than having to go specifically to a Lush store. But I know they like refrigerate their products and whatnot, so they probably can't go branch out to other stores. But
I know a lot of you guys said like you guys and watch TV, so like with social media, I guess with the demographic that Lush brings in, our demographic, like would you say that social media would be a better platform for instead of TV commercials?
Snapchat filter helps everybody.
There you go.
Yeah, maybe if they like sponsored that like face beautifier filter or whatever.
Yeah. Like on Snapchat.
But I feel like even like using social media or using some type of advertisement kind of goes against what they stand for, just because I see them as like, I mean, for lack of a better term, kind of like this hippie place that like is against all advertising, against all establishment. Like, here we are.
The thing is,
doing our thing.
You know, you want to make more money, you kind of got to go with, especially like that kind of industry, like you got to kind of go the same steps, you know,
Yeah.
regardless like what you stand for. You want to make more money, you got to do this, you got to do that, which kind of goes against what you say.
Like, I feel like they're a business that isn't in it for the money, they're more in it for like global awareness or something.
Like I feel like if they were to have, let's say like Tom's, is it? You buy a pair, they donate a pair. If you have something like that where, you know, it's soap, cleanses the body. If you buy a product, they'll match it and send it somewhere where they need soap, they need to clean their bodies, clean, you know, everything else, just hygiene in general. You know, I think that would be good, great. You know.
I mean, I kind of agree with that. It doesn't, in my head, necessarily fit their image. Like, if I saw a commercial for Lush, it would be weird to me. It would feel not in their profile necessarily. Like, a Snapchat thing would make more sense to me, or more appealing to, like, interest in it than, look how great we are, come buy our stuff. Because it's very, like, when I think about their image, to me, it's very, like, we don't need to advertise because we're so good, you're going to hear about it everywhere anyway. So, I mean, I could see social media, but even then, like you were saying, like some sort of, like, campaign,
that would fit the image, but like a commercial would not to me at all.
Yeah, I'd rather have that, like match a product and
Yeah.
send it somewhere than 15% off of your, 15% of your purchase will go to whatever foundation.
Or like maybe having a presence like on college campuses or helping local homeless people with
Exactly.
things like that. I think that would reach more towards like what their, I don't know what their mission statement is, but more what they stand for.
Community work.
Like local
Sponsored events, beach cleanups.
Yeah, so just as like our last question, how likely are you guys now to purchase Lush products? Now that we've kind of discussed.
Probably the same as before, like I'll buy it if I'm feeling like it, but I'm not gonna go there, like if I want a face mask, I'll probably go there, but I'm not gonna start buying all my products there.
I have yet to try the beard soap, like the shaving soap. I'm inclined to go try, especially now that I know you guys said it's biodegradable. Yeah, and the packaging, don't they pick it up from a pile and put it in a bag or something like that for you? Yeah, so I'll probably go check it out.
I'd say I'm indifferent.
I'll go try it.
If I get help at the store, when I walk in and they can tell me about their products, then yeah, that'd be great.
What do you guys?
I mean, every now and then, like, I could be convinced to just, like, split a face mask with my roommate, but it's still, for, like, the practicality of how long, or how little, I guess, in terms of how long they last, to the price range, it's just not really practical for me. But it's cool.
For me, hearing about how expensive they say it is kind of scares me from trying it, but then at the same time, I do want to try it, but then the pricing and how she just said that, like, makes me not want to try it, so maybe not likely.
If they had, like, smaller pots cheaper, I would be more likely to, but it's just, they're so big and they go bad so fast and they're so expensive that it's like,
Is it by weight?
sorry?
Is it by weight?
I don't, they all come in like the same face masks or in like pots, but you don't even use like half of it in once. You have to use it like every single day as often as you can, and even then you might not.
Yeah, like I get little pots like literally like this big, and I don't even like put it in my
Right.
Alright, so just to let you guys know, our so some of the problems that we kind of identified as a group with the company was that Lush rarely does any advertising, and they don't really have much of a presence on social media really. And Lush does have a men's grooming line, but it's barely heard that they exist. And their products are also on the higher end of pricing and have short expiration dates. And that's some of the problems that we identified. And in order to, I guess, conduct a focus group and create more of an advertising campaign for this, we wanted to come together with this focus group. So thank you guys all for your input and insights and suggestions as well.
Yeah. Thank you for the pizza.
Thank you guys. All good. Thank you. Nice.
There's still some pizza left.
I'll take, yeah.
No, you guys.